Okay, so in this video I'm going to introduce you to the cosine rule. There are two cosine rules. There's one for finding a side and there is one for finding an angle. They are literally the same formula but just kind of manipulated a little. So we're going to be finding a side today. Here is the cosine formula, this big long thing here. The ticks show you what you need to know to be able to do it. So a bit like area of a triangle, you need to know the two sides and the angle contained between. Now my little trick that you'll see here is I quite often say, if you can put your head in the angle and wave out to the two sides, then it's cosine rule. If not, it's got to be the other one called sine rule that you may or may not have seen yet. Some teachers will call it a cosy corner. Two sides angle between, either way is what you've got to remember. Okay, now the formula here is just b squared plus c squared, your two sides, minus 2bc, and then cos of capital A, your angle. The only tip I will give you at this point is that when we come to do it on the calculator, we do it all in one go, right? So we do it all in one go. There is no breaking each bit down and working out what it all is, because what we find is some people hence then start to mess up this wee bit and take away a bit at a time. Anyway, let's have a look at some examples. So first example, again, I'm not going to start changing all my formula around, okay? I'm not going to change it to P, Q's and R's, or maybe I should for the first one, right? So we want this side over here, which is little r. This one is P and this one is Q. So if I was changing my formula, it started a squared, which was the one we wanted. So in this case, it will be r squared equals. It will be the other two sides. So p squared plus q squared minus 2pq cos of capital R. Okay, so notice how it starts and ends with your r's. Okay. So then this is a case of plugging in your numbers. So r squared equals 12 squared plus 14 squared minus 2 times 12 times 14 times cos of 27. Okay, go to your calculator, work out that number. And it gives us 40.621, lots more numbers. So I put in a couple of dots to show there that I'm not actually rounding the answer. I'm going to use the full thing. Please keep this in your calculator screen, okay? We want to be exact, we don't want to round. That's what r squared is, so r is obviously the square root of that number. So you then take the square root, and again, I've not mentioned decimal places, so let's go with 2 decimal places. That will give us an answer of 6.37 centimetres to 2 decimal places. And that's your first one done. So it's just a case of plugging in straight into the formula. My next ones, I'm not going to change the letters around. So here is another one. We want angle E. So we're using the other two sides. So we're going to say that y squared this time. It could be whatever letter it happens to be. I could use little e as well, but my question said y, so I'm going with that. So it'll be y squared equals 8.4 squared plus 9.6 squared minus 2 times each of those numbers times cos of your angle, which is 110. Which gives us 217.88, so on. We're then going to square root that number. And that will give us, again, let's do 2 decimal places. It gives 14.760, so 14.76 centimetres to 2 decimal places. So there isn't much scope to go wrong with those ones when they're straightforward like this. My main tip is, yeah, type it all in one go on your calculator. Do not start working out what the squared bits are and then taking away the 2 times the 8.4 and so on. Your calculator is going to do it all for you. And then sometimes you see people forgetting to square root. So just keep a note of your numbers. If you come out with an answer of 217 there, but the other sides are 8 and 9, could you really draw that triangle? Okay, so as always, I'd like to show you on calculator paper, so we'll put our calculator down for this one. We want to know the missing sides, so we want to know this side here, okay? We know our two sides, and although we don't know the actual angle, they have told us something about that angle, so that should jump out to us. It is going to be cosine rule. So we want to know little z, so I'm going to restart my formula. So it's going to be z squared equals, Let's just change the letters, right? So x squared plus y squared minus 2xy cos of z. Okay, so z squared equals 10 squared. Oh, I've put them the wrong way around, it doesn't really matter. 10 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 10 times 8 times, now, cos z. What do we put in place of cos z here? Up here they've told us that cos z equals 1/8. So these two things are equal. So here we can just replace the whole cos z bit with 1/8. Do not write cos 1/8. That's not accurate. That's not, you can't do that. We don't have a calculator, so there should be no words left in here, okay? If you do put in cos 1/8 and then just follow on your working and ignore it, you'll get marked down for it and you can't get any further marks. So we don't have a calculator, so this is the one and only time you have to do it bit by bit. 10 squared is 100, 8 squared is 64, 2 times 10 times 8, and then an 8th is cancelling out. So these two kind of counteract each other. So it's then take away 20. Z squared equals, well, that gives us 144. I would be a bit worried at this point if it didn't give me a square number, considering I don't have a calculator. And we should all know that the square root of 144 is 12. So the missing side is 12 centimetres. Okay, so they quite like putting these ones in for 3 marks in non-calculators, and a lot of people get down to this line here, but they write cos 1/8 in there instead of just a 1/8, and they'll lose marks. So that should not be there. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you and good luck.